Hey guys, got a new soap in the den in the mail call. It's been around for a while, but it's new to me. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Brian the Korean. I'm back in the shave den, and it's been a while. It's been about 2 weeks since I last did a video, but today I want to do a shave and also a review for you guys. I got a new soap in the den mail call from last week, so this is what I got. This is called Mike's Natural Soaps Barbershop, and I know many of you guys are asking. This has been around for a while, but anyway. This probably has been around since 2009, but to make a long story short, I'm a member of different shave forums on Facebook, different shave websites like Maggards Blue and Shave Nook, and every once in a while, one of the members always asks, what is the best barbershop scented soap? And for some reason, this one is this one's probably mostly mentioned repeatedly, Mike's Natural Soaps Barbershop. So reading the comments from that subject matter, this one's always mentioned. So this is a soap I've been wanting to try for a while. I've been wanting to try this for probably about 5 or 6 years, and I finally pulled the trigger on it. But Mike's has been around since 2009 making soaps, and I believe his shop, he started making soaps and selling them since 2011. So he's been around, one of the first artisans in the re-emergence of wet shaving that began last decade. So great stuff from what I hear. So this will be my soap I'll be using for my shave, and razor of choice I'll be using is going to be my Gillette Fatboy. Not the fat guy, but the original Fatboy Gillette. So this is original E1. So this is back from 1959, first quarter. So E1 1959, first quarter. And this is the original finish right here. Hasn't been replated at all. This is actually the original finish. It's been polished and clean. And one of my favorite adjustable razors to use. And I got this set 5. It goes up to like setting 9 actually. So I'm gonna stick about a 5. So we'll do 5. Because I don't want to get too cut up from this razor, because this thing will cut you if you go a little bit higher in the aggression. But 5 is a pretty good setting for a decent shave, and especially for 2 days worth of growth. And I'll be using also first use blade of my Polsilver blades. So sadly they don't make these anymore, and I still have a few of these left laying around in my shave den. Probably about maybe about 4 or 5 boxes of these, and these are about 5 per box. So trying to use these as less as possible, but I just can't stay away from these. These are great blades, probably one of my favorite blades to use. So this will be the first use of the blade in the E1 Gillette Fatboy, and the brush I'll be using is going to be my Maggards. It's the gray knot, synthetic knot shaving brush. It's got the acrylic blue and white handle. Great brush. I love this knot. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit not as soft as a cashmere, but definitely softer than your game changer knot. And sort of like, see how it displays, a little bit, definitely soft. Not quite as soft as a cashmere synthetic knot, but pretty close. It approaches that softness, but it just generates great lather. I love this brush. So I'll be using this brush for my shave. And let me go ahead and wash my face, guys. It's been about, like I said, 2.5 days worth of growth. So definitely ready for a shave. And let me go ahead and wash my face, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Got my face fully hydrated, and I also loaded up the brush with the Mike's Natural Soaps Barbershop. So before I begin, I'm going to do a quick pre-shave. Let me go ahead and put some more water on my face. I was outside today, so I kind of went bike riding for a while today. Still super hot for November in Florida. It was about 87 degrees today, so still feeling a little bit of the effects from the heat outside and from the bike riding. So I'm going to be using my pre-shave from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, the 2.0 Cube pre-shave with the menthol. So let me go ahead and do that on my face. This is always nice to use after you've been outside for a while, and it's in the evening when you're shaving. So just a nice pre-shave. But what's really cool is the menthol is really nice. It definitely cools your face off and makes you feel less hot and sticky from being outside. All right, that should be good. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of water on here and get this little, lather this up a little bit. All right. Yeah, this stuff's definitely slick. So it's basically like a glycerin-based soap, which acts as a pre-shave. And I do get a little bit of difference. It actually does improve the shave a little bit, at least for me. I'm not really a pre-shave person, but this actually does work. I hate pre-shave oils because they always clog up the razor. So, all right, guys, let me go do that first face lather here with the Barbershop. All right, nice and thick lather right off the bat. So as you guys may not know, if you guys are new wet shavers, but Mike's has been around since 2009. That's when he started making soaps. And I don't think he started making his online store till 2011. So, but either way, he's been around for almost like almost 11 years in the wet shaving community. So he was a guy that just started out, that got tired of using the cartridge razors, the can gels, the shave foams, and just wanted to try out a different way of shaving. And he got into traditional wet shaving. And after he did that, he started experimenting with making his own soaps. So I believe he started making his soaps just for himself, probably his friends in the wet shaving community. And then he started making his own soaps for his shop. So, but definitely a one-man operation, as you can tell from his website. A lot of his stuff is sold out frequently, just because he's the only one that's making it. So, if you want a particular scent, he's got a few scents on his. I mean, he's got a good number of scents on his website. But a lot of times they're sold out, like I said. So definitely, if you're looking for a particular scent, definitely check his website out and keep looking from time to time, because he will have it in stock eventually. All right, so that's a nice lather, and this soap is kind of thirsty, so definitely have to use a little bit more water in the brush. But once you get that right combination with the water dialed down with the soap, it makes a great lather, as you can tell right there. All right, guys, let's do that first pass with the Gillette Fatboy E1 with the Polsilver Blade, first use. And this is a 5 setting. Yeah, so I have about three of Mike's soaps right now. I have his orange cedar wood and peppercorn, I think. Well, that was the last one I got from him. And the one I had before that was lavender eucalyptus. But the first soap I got from Mike's was actually in the metal shave tins, which he used to put his soap into, his package of soaps into. But I'm kind of glad he went to these containers with the waterproof label. Great touch. I mean, these are nice and waterproof, so also, if these drop, they won't break or dent like the tin containers that he used to put his soaps in. So soap-wise, all I can say is really slick, very slick soap. And nice cushion, by the way. So he hasn't really gone away from his formula, his original formula he started back in 2009. But anyway, it still works. It's a great formula. It's a great ingredient list. It's primarily, what he uses primarily beef tallow. That's his main ingredient, and that's what makes it so slick and creamy with the lather. But he also puts other things in his ingredient list, his soap base, which also brings out more slickness. And I'm getting a lot of nice slickness right now with this pass. So he's got, I want to say he's got coconut butter, shea butter. I think he's got avocado oil in his soap base. Also some kaolin clay, I believe, which is supposed to put a barrier between the blade and the skin. It kind of helps improve with the shave. I know a lot of soap makers don't particularly like putting clay in their soaps, but for some reason this works. This works in the soap base, and it does a really good job. So, and he's also got lanolin in here too, I believe, which is great for post-shave feel, and also for moisturizing your face. But that was a nice first pass, very slick. So one thing about Mike's soaps, they've been around since 2011, and they just do the job. Just the soap basis is just exceptional. For some reason, this one just works. It's a really simple soap base, but it just works for a great shave. And the ingredient list is right on the back here. Let me just show you what you guys can read that ingredient list. Really basic, and basically has all the things I mentioned. Also has vegetable glycerin in here too for slickness. So just a great soap list. Very basic, but very effective for wet shaving. All right, guys, that's the first pass. Pretty good pass. No nicks at all. Pretty smooth, very slick soap. So let me go rinse my face, guys, and I'll be back for the second pass. All right, guys, I'm back for my second pass. Second face lather here. First pass was excellent. And this, I haven't really talked about the scent, but the scent on this is really nice. Definitely a nice barbershop scent, if you would call it that. So a lot of people wonder what makes a barbershop scent. And that, to me, would be something that's just a little bit light, a little bit powdery, soft. I mean, something that makes you, basically makes you feel relaxed, like you're in a barber's chair. And this hits on all cylinders because this is a really nice, relaxing scent. And I believe Mike describes this scent as having bergamot, basil, oak moss, and also patchouli. Just 4 main soap ingredients or scent ingredients in the soap for this barbershop, and they definitely work great. I mean, the first thing I smell is the basil and the bergamot when I first face lather, but the definitely the oak moss and the patchouli definitely rounds it out nicely at the end. Yeah, just a nice scent. I would say it's probably about scent strength, probably about 6 or 7. Not too strong, but very noticeable and very nice. Let me go against the grain here. Actually, across the grain with the Fatboy. Yeah, nice and slick soap. I love this formula that Mike has. So the scent of this Barbershop kind of reminds me of London Barbershop by Maggards. Their version of Barbershop kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Just a little bit different. Not an exact copy of that scent, but man, I'm sure this has been around longer than London Barbershop, but it definitely approaches that scent profile of the other soap that Maggards puts out. But very distinctive, very nice scent. And the soap base is nice, very slick. Plenty of cushion. Yeah, definitely very nice cushion here and slickness. Yeah, the razor's gliding very nicely across my face. No drag whatsoever. Really, really nice. All right, guys, let me get underneath the gills right here. So I hope you guys have a good week so far. It's been crazy here in Tampa because of Hurricane Ida that came through here. It actually came right straight through Tampa, and kind of went through Tampa, but it kind of curved around and came more up toward the Panhandle, and then kind of came across Florida. So definitely a lot of storm surge here at first, but once it hit land, it was probably it was more like a tropical storm, so it wasn't really too bad here. More wind damage than anything, but really, I mean, not too bad. I mean, I think we dodged a bullet here in Tampa, or Florida did, with this latest storm, because it could have easily stayed out in the Gulf and became a Category 2 or 3, and then come across Florida, which would have been bad for us, or definitely a lot more destructive force and damage here in Florida. But I'm just so glad it came down to one tropical storm. I think the wind, we had wind gusts of 50 miles an hour like around here, which isn't too bad. So pretty safe. I'm glad we made it through that storm. I hope you guys who were in the track of that storm further up north or even down south made it out okay. So anyway, guys, second pass was great. No nicks, nice slickness. And the scent is really nice. Like I keep mentioning, the scent is really, really nice. Very, very light. Just a nice barbershop scent. So I can see why people do mention this as the top barbershop scented soap out there, because it's really, really that good. So anyway, all right, guys, let me rinse my face, and I'll be back for the third pass. All right, guys, back for my third pass, my final pass here, and I'll be going against the grain with this pass after I do my face lather. Yeah, so plenty of lather left on the brush. So I haven't used mites in a while. I mean, I have two other soaps, but I haven't really picked them up in a while. But man, with this shade being so good, I'm gonna probably start using them more often, because they are definitely a great soap to use, great scent to use for your shave den to have. So everybody should have like at least one Mike natural soaps in their shave den. That's how good these soaps are. An interesting fact: he started out in Brooklyn, New York. I think he was going to school. So I want to say he was doing this on the side. So he's going to school for, I want to say, classical philology or something like that, some kind of field like that. But I don't think he goes to school anymore, but he was going to school in Brooklyn, New York, I want to say. That's where he started out with his first online store. And then he went to Ann Arbor, Michigan. And now he's in Portland, Oregon. So he kind of like just made the trek from east to west, which is kind of interesting. And the soaps I have, actually the soaps I have, you know, the two other soaps I have are from his Ann Arbor, Michigan address when he was there. But definitely hasn't changed the formula. It's been pretty nice that he's been sticking with the same soap base. It's definitely working great on this shave. Alright guys. One last pass with the Fatboy here. So I see a lot of noise about the fat guy from Global Shave Club. They just released a replica of the Fatboy razor. It's supposed to look like this, but it's supposed to be the modern version. I believe it's made out of brass. You know, their version is made out of brass, but I've watched a few reviews on YouTube. Kevy Shaves had one. Razor Emporium had one. Matt from Razor Emporium did a side-by-side shave with a vintage Fatboy and also the fat guy. And I believe Ken Surfs had a review on it too. But pretty cool that they released a replica of the Fatboy. For me, it doesn't make any sense to buy that razor, the fat guy, because I think how much is the fat guy? I think it's $109 right now. It might be on sale from $145 to $109. But it doesn't make any sense when you have so many Fatboy, original vintage Fatboys on eBay or wherever have you for sale from, you know, great shape Fatboys, anywhere from $40 to $100 for sale right now on different websites. So to me, I'd rather have the original razor. Rather have the original vintage Fatboy. And if I wanted to replay it, I would probably do that. But yeah, I'd rather stick with the original Fatboy because I think this is there's plenty enough out there for people to, you know, to test drive and use. If I didn't have a Fatboy, or if I couldn't get a hold of one, or couldn't, if they were all, say, if they were scarce, if you couldn't find one of these and they were scarce, then I would probably go ahead and get the fat guy. But for me, I really just use the real thing here, and that's my opinion. I mean, my opinion might be different from you guys or whoever's watching this video. If you want, you know, if you think the fat guy is worth it, by all means, you know, get it and try it. But for me, I'd rather just use the original Fatboy right here. Since there's so many out there, you know, there's so many out there to get. I mean, there's still enough out there plentiful to get an original one from eBay or Etsy or different places. I think I paid about, I want to say like $45 for this one here. This is the one I use the most. I have two Fatboys. I have one that was given to me from a coworker, and I think that one's like E4, I believe. So it's a fourth quarter, 1959. But this is the one I use the most. This is the one I pretty much pick up the most because it's right there. It's ready to go. It's nice and handy. But definitely, they're definitely out there. So if you're looking for the try a Fatboy, you can definitely find one on eBay, Etsy, or even your antique shops close by. A lot of times it might have that you might can score like a great price on one and take it home and clean it up and get it restored. You know, get it cleaned up and polished and use it. That's what I would recommend. I would probably try the original one first before you buy the fat guy, in my opinion. If you want to try get the real experience. All right, guys, that's the shave, and no nicks. That was a great shave. Nice slickness, nice cushion. The just the creamy lather was really nice from the Mike soaps. I got no drag whatsoever. It was just nice and cushiony. I mean, I had like a nice shave. And the E1 Fatboy Polsilver Blade did a fantastic job of this shave. Alright guys, let me rinse my face, and I'll come back for the post shave. Alright guys, I'm back for the post shave. So nothing says barbershop better than Pinaud Clubman Classic. So I'll be using this for my aftershave. And I'm going to shake this up. And I got a pretty good amount still left in there. So it's been a while since I used this. So let me take a... Oh yeah, it definitely has that barbershop scent. I actually love this stuff. But let me go ahead and put this on my face. And this is an alcohol-based aftershave. So this will sting a little bit. Alright. But for some reason, I get a great post shave from this aftershave from Pinaud Clubman products. After the dry down, I get a great post shave from this. So one of my favorite aftershaves to use for sure. Yeah, it definitely smells that. It has that distinctive barbershop smell. So this one does. If you're looking for aftershave that smells like barbershop, this is the real deal right here. The Pinaud Clubman Aftershave Classic. This stuff smells like the barbershop. At least the ones I remember going to when I was growing up. All right, guys, that's my post shave, and really nice shave tonight. I was really enjoying this shave. So the soap I used was my first use of the soap, which is a Mike's Natural Soaps Barbershop. Great soap. I would probably, I mean, for my 4 criteria, I always have 4 criteria for review. So latherability, I would probably give this about a 10. Great lather. I mean, this thing lathered up very easily with the right amount of water. I mean, just the water to soap ratio, this one does have a great latherability. And for slickness and cushion, I would say probably about a 9. Or, you know what? I'll give it a 10. It was great. No nicks. I mean, I have no nicks at all. The razor just glided, I mean, effortlessly across my face. Great cushion and glide. I would say this is probably about 10 for slickness and cushion. And also for price, I would say about 10 also. This is like $13 for about 5 ounces of soap on his website, Mike's Natural Soaps website. So definitely check it out. So great value. He really hasn't raised the prices much. You know, they haven't really creeped up much since he started selling soaps. Not too much compared to other soaps. Still a great value. I mean, you can't beat that. $13 for a 5 ounce of soap, of a great classic soap. So definitely a 10 for price. And for scent, Barbershop scent, it was a very nice scent. Very nice. Definitely can smell the patchouli, the oak moss. Definitely the bergamot kind of stood out when he started doing the face lather. So sense rate wasn't too strong. I would probably give this about an 8 on for a score of 8 for soap scent or for scent, because it was just pleasant enough to really enjoy the shave. So 8. It could be stronger, but I think that would kind of, if it was a little bit too stronger, I think it would kind of take away from the shave. So definitely about an 8 for a score for the fragrance, the scent strength or scent. But either way, this one is definitely a classic. I think now I know why people recommend this soap when someone asks about what's the best barbershop scented soap. So I would have to agree. This is one of the best barbershop scented soaps out there. And this would probably be at the top of the list. But anyway, guys, that's the soap I used. I used the Fatboy. This is the original Fatboy, the E1, 1959 first quarter. And just a nice looking razor. I used the number 5 setting on here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. But 5 for this shave. Did an excellent job. Polsilver Blade did an excellent job. First use, the Iridium blades. And I wish they would keep making these blades, because these are such a darn good blade to have in the shave den. These are great blades. I don't know. I mean, I think there's another Iridium blade out there, but I'm not sure how well it is. But this is really a great blade. And for last but not least, the brush from Maggards with the gray synthetic knot. I'm not sure what they call this knot, but it's a great, it just has nice face feel. It sprays really nice, very soft tips, just a great brush for lathering soaps. And I just love the little leaf on the bottom here of the handle. Just a nice touch. Anyway, guys, that's the shave. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about Mike's Natural Soaps Barbershop, or leave in your comments your favorite barbershop scented soaps. I'll definitely read the comments below, but hope you guys have a good week. It's great to see you guys back, and I will see you guys probably next weekend. You guys take care and enjoy your shaves. See you later.